If you clicked on this video, the chances are that you are posting content and it's not converting as much as you want to. And the reality is you have been lied to this entire time about what type of content to post. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down with social proof how to create content that actually makes money. Now, if you're trying to be a content creator or an influencer, by all means, click off this video. This isn't for you. But if you are a person who is trying to make money through the content that you're posting or trying to generate leads or clients, this video is going to be for you, because that's exactly what I'm going to be covering. Now, before I get into it, my name is Matas. I'm a fractional CMO in coaching and consulting businesses, and I help them generate more money by implementing proven and stable systems, whilst also consulting them on how to position their business correctly. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First things first, as a testimonial, this is one of my clients. Okay, now I don't want to reveal too much. You could probably see that we generated 35 views from this YouTube video. Now, this is a client that I took on from like ground zero. He had nothing going. He generated no more than $1,000 of his coaching business, and now we're going to be doing $20,000 months in no time, right? This has only been like a month and a half since we started working together. Now, 4 calls booked out of 35 views is an 8.75% booking rate. Now, if you ask me, that's a pretty crazy conversion rate, because even if we got 350 views on this video right here, we would have booked 40 qualified sales calls. You can imagine how much cash could be generated from this video alone, and that's not a lot of views. Nowadays, you think that you have to get thousands, tens of thousands of views to generate cash, but that really isn't the case. This video alone generated us about $3,800 if I'm not wrong. The reality is that just proves one thing, okay? Views do not equal money. Targeted content is what makes the money. Now, everyone has told you post valuable content, and you're probably thinking like, that's literally what I'm doing, but no one is buying. Now, why is that? Because you're probably looking up to these people like Sebastian, Jordan Welch, or even Iman Gadzhi, and you're probably posting videos somewhere along those lines. I was in your exact shoes, thinking that I need to post valuable content. But what you don't understand is that you don't need to post just valuable content. You're just posting the wrong type of valuable content. Posting videos like how to stop wasting your life and feeling behind is very, very broad. That can pretty much apply to everybody and anybody, to the 8 billion people in this world. How to get rich can also apply to 8 billion people in this world. And 17 money lessons I wish I had someone told me could also apply to 7 or 8 billion people in this world. Now, that's not the valuable you need to post. That is not the valuable you're looking for. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what type of content you should be posting to make cash. I put that in bold because you're not posting content just for the sake of getting views or going viral, and you are certainly not posting content because you want to shake your ass on the internet and start an OnlyFans. What you are posting content for is so you can make money with your business. So what do you need to do? Now, I've actually done a video breaking this down earlier, but what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be doing an even deeper dive into how cash is actually generated for YouTube videos. So if you don't know who Brez is, he's been blowing up recently. He's doing over $1 million a month for his coaching business, but we break his videos down into 3 different sectors. We have top of the funnel, we have middle of the funnel, and we have bottom of the funnel. Now, let's take a look at the top of the funnel video, right? The video is Being Rich Makes Life Easier. And all it is a 28-minute vlog of him basically vlogging exactly what he done throughout his day, hanging out with rich friends, driving cool supercars, and even flying on private jets. Now, the whole point of this video right here is to attract. It allows people to kind of like him, right? It allows people to get to know him more, like his personality, because he's vlogging. And last but not least, the viewer most likely leaves the video feeling more motivated than before watching the video, which is super important, because if your viewer doesn't feel any different after watching your video, you're probably doing something wrong. And the chances that they're going to watch another one of your videos is very, very unlikely. Now, the results from you watching this video right here that I'm posting, although it's more of a middle of the funnel video, is that you probably feel like you're going to learn something, and you're going to feel motivated because of that. And then you're going to take action and you're going to make money with it. When you make money with it, you're probably going to come back to my YouTube channel, one of my YouTube videos, and you're probably going to book in a call with me because you want my help further growing your business, because I have provided value to you. See how this works? Now, middle of the funnel video, right? He posts this on a separate YouTube channel, but this video is the exact funnel I used to sign $1 million in freelance brand scaling clients. Now, you can see this is a lot more specific, okay? The whole point of this video is to educate. It builds credibility, it provides value, and last but not least, the viewer leaves the video feeling like they've actually learned something, which is super, super important, because what he's doing right here is he's selling his mechanism, okay? The vehicle that took him to being rich, okay? He's selling the process behind this video right here. The only reason he has this Porsche and he's able to fly private is because of freelance brand scaling, and he's generated over $1 million in freelance brand scaling clients. So that's where he's kind of selling his vehicle. He's selling the process, and also he's providing value on how you could do it too. And then in his bottom of the funnel video, which the whole point of this video is to convert. The video is the ultimate freelance brand scaling course 100% free. Now, as you see, this video is like 10 minutes longer than the middle of the funnel one, but all he does is he literally shows the proof, probably shows off the program that he is selling. And last but not least, this whole video is basically just a VSL or a video sales letter disguised as a YouTube video. The whole point of this is to literally generate cash. The whole point of this is not to attract, is not to kind of show them the mechanism. It's to literally like, hey bro, this isn't going to go viral, but it's going to make you a ton of cash. I'm booking a call so I can help you do that. That's literally the whole point of this video. If we just take it a step further, top of the funnel content, as we both know, is just more broad. You want to target the mass market to just generate eyeballs. The aim isn't to convert, although you will still convert from them. I have a video somewhere on my page where I broke down Nero Knowledge's funnel, and that got about 12,000 views. Now, that generated me around 5 to 6 clients in total, and I don't charge cheap for the people I work with because I have very, very tailored solutions that have very high returns, very, very prosperous returns. Therefore, that generated me a lot of money. But if I posted another video that was more middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, and that got the same amount of views as the Nero Knowledge video, would I have made probably 10, if not 20 times the amount? Very likely. So middle of the funnel is more niched content. This is the really big difference, because I think there's a very, very blurry line between these two, especially if you're more in B2B, or overall you're just kind of helping people make more money with their own business, if that's what you're coaching them on, right? Because there is a very, very blurry line, and I really want to distinguish this, or make the distinction in this video. But here you want to show your expertise. You want to expose them to your mechanism. Right here, Brez didn't speak about freelance brand scaling here. He didn't teach them. Maybe he spoke about it and saying that that was possible. And maybe at the end of that video, he hinted at saying, if you want to know how I'm able to afford this life, click the link in the description and watch my free training on freelance brand scaling, which is otherwise one of these videos, or a VSL on a landing page, which actually educates them on it. He exposes the mechanism in the middle of the funnel video, where he's really breaking down how freelance brand scaling actually worked for him. But he's not breaking down just the fact that it worked for him. He's breaking down how it worked for him, and how you could probably replicate what he's doing, which is then giving you value, making you more committed to the business model. Therefore, now you're kind of locked into this business model, and the only way for you to get better at it or make more money with it is to buy his program. Now, these videos can go viral, but the chances are less likely because they solve a specific problem. Now, this is also another thing. If you want your videos to be valuable, as we spoke about earlier in the video, you need to solve a problem. And just literally later in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how, and I'll give you examples of what type of videos to post. But they're not going to go viral, or they will, but very unlikely, because they solve a very, very specific problem. Now, this video right here of the exact funnel I used to sign $1 million in freelance brand scaling clients, it's not going to apply to everybody. Okay, the chances are that if you're watching this, your mother would not be interested in this, and that is completely fine. A lot of people could watch this, but not a lot of people can watch this, because not everybody's interested in that. Not everybody wants to do freelance brand scaling, and not everybody wants to make $1 million through an online business model, and that is perfectly fine. So it is a lot more specific, and he's also speaking about how to get clients, not necessarily how to make $1 million, but how to get clients, and that's even a step further more specific. Now, bottom of the funnel. Now, this is a sales asset. This is something that once you make, it sticks around and converts for months, if not years down the line. I have videos on my YouTube right now that are still getting views to this day, and they're still generating me consistently booked calls, only because I posted it once, and it's just kind of like a flywheel from there. I don't have to touch it. It just books me calls. They are not supposed to go viral, but instead really make the viewer want to buy the solution from you. Now, what is Brez doing? Now, what is he doing in these videos? Well, it's pretty much showing the life that his audience don't have yet. And that makes them very, very motivated. That shows them with their own eyes that this is possible. And then what he's doing next is he's showing them how he's able to do it and how they could possibly do it too. But what he has done here is he creates the problem. He creates the gap. He creates the gap between their current situation and the desired situation by showing him as an example. And then what he's doing is he's further digging that pain through by basically showing them how to do it, but they just don't know enough. And therefore they want to buy from him, because he is the solution to that problem. They are broke right now. They want to learn freelance brand scaling. And guess who teaches freelance brand scaling? Brez. And he is the solution. He has positioned himself as the solution. Therefore, these types of bottom of the funnel videos are going to be the sales asset, or are going to be really the distinction, the main denominator that's going to make the viewer want to buy the solution from you. If we just quickly get into the content strategy, this is mainly like the diagram that I pulled up in some of my other videos. And it's very, very simple. You have a macro problem. Now, this macro problem is, in this case, how do I make money with freelance brand scaling? Now, we have multiple micro problems within that macro problem. Let me break it down. If the macro problem is, how do I get a girlfriend? The micro problems are going to be, okay, how do I speak to them? how do I approach one? Where do I find them? Another one is going to be, how do I build myself up as a man so she respects me? Another one is going to be, what pillars do I need to retain this girl? And another thing will be is maybe, what cologne should I wear? What car should I drive? How should I dress? You see how this is the macro problem, okay? They want a girlfriend, but there's a multiple other variables that go into having a girlfriend. It's not just as easy as having a girlfriend. And same thing is if you want to get over some traumatic events in your life, therapy is, I guess, the solution. But the problem is, I want to get over traumatic events. Now, you could go down the same route, okay? How do I meditate properly? How do I fully heal from these traumatic events? And you see how you could have a micro problem for each macro problem. If you want to get rich online, it's the same thing. How do I acquire clients? What business model should I do? Now, we're speaking very, very broad here, okay? And your YouTube videos should be the solutions to each of these micro problems. So you don't want to be solving the how to essentially make money with freelance brand scaling, although you could, but that'd be top of the funnel. But your bottom of the funnel and your middle of the funnel videos are going to be solutions to these micro problems, because the chances are that if they've already started the business model, they're going to want to know how to solve each of these problems, which that's exactly what you do. And you give all the information away for free, but you sell the implementation. That's exactly how it works. Let me just give you some examples. I want to make money online with dropshipping. That is the macro problem, okay? Let me just put a little A here. Map. All right, this is the macro problem that we're dealing with. I want to make money online with dropshipping. Now, what are the micro problems that come with making money online with dropshipping? Well, how do I build a store? That's one of the questions that arises. How do I get customers? Where do I find suppliers? How do I run ads? How do I deal with refunds? And there are probably 10, 20, 50, 100 other questions that you could think of right here if you just pause this video and really think about it. And that's exactly what you want. You want to be aiming for these. You don't want to aim for teaching them how to make money online with dropshipping, although that's kind of like the main problem you're solving, but you want to target solving these micro problems, because as soon as you start solving these micro problems, that's where your videos start really converting. Because how many videos can you make on how to make money online with dropshipping? If that's all you post, people are not going to watch your content because it's the same video over and over again. However, you can make multiple different videos on how do I build a store, how do I get customers, where do I find suppliers, so on and so forth. So here are some video ideas for that exact niche, right? So if you're a dropshipping coach and you're watching this video, you're in luck. I'm literally giving you free YouTube video ideas. Dropshipping ads guide. Okay, the bulletproof dropshipping ads guide that generated me $500,000 last year. Proven store framework. This is the store that generates me $20,000 a month. The ultimate 0% refund guide. Although I don't think this is actually possible, right? Or very unlikely. This could be a video. Best organic marketing strategy. This organic marketing strategy makes me 500 or gets me 500 sales per month. Best websites to find suppliers. Top 10 mistakes beginners make. So you're solving micro problems, okay? Another one is, how do I avoid what are the top 10 issues I can run into as a beginner dropshipper? And this video really hits the nail on the head there. You want to be aiming to solve these micro problems here, because if you're not solving the micro problems, you're not teaching your viewer enough for them to want to buy from you. You're not separating that gap. It's not enough just showing the Lambos and the lifestyle, or even showing how much money you're making with your business. The real way you create that gap for your audience is by teaching them so much, yet they still keep on failing. Therefore, they come to you as the solution to their problem. So what do you take away from this video? You want to give all the information away for free to all of these micro problems. Don't hold anything back. But what you want to do is sell the implementation, and that's going to generate you a ton of cash. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want my help scaling your own coaching or consulting business, I will leave a link in the description where you can book in for a business audit call with me. I'll go over your business, see exactly what I think you could implement into your business that will generate a ton more cash. Worst case scenario, you can walk away from that call with just actionable steps that you can take towards your coaching business. But other than that, I thank you for watching till the end. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.